3 games. I would deserve to lose those 3 games? Certainly not. I would probably say we deserve 7 points from them, if I'm being realistic. We've got 0. We know what the situation is. We need to turn these, certainly, you know, in spells, good performances into results. So when I say spells, I mean the first half at Southend when we have 3 great opportunities. Majority of the game at Blackpool, certainly second half as well. Majority, or certainly the second half of Oldham, in which the winning goal for them summed up the game. We're on the attack. We have an opportunity to make it 2-1. 20 seconds later, they make it 2-1 to them. So we've got to find a way of erasing the individual errors. That's what they are. With the exception of the first goal against Oldham, which we're really disappointed about in terms of a team. I think if you look back on a lot of the goals that we've conceded, they're down to individual errors. They're not teams opening us up, and we're not being clinical enough at the other end at times. So, but in terms of, I'm concerned. Of course I am, and we all are, because we want to start winning on a regular basis, and we're nowhere near where we want to be. But what would concern us even more is if we're playing poorly and getting beat in these games as well. So there's positives to hang on to. What we've got to do, we've got to flip those fine margins back in our favour, and to do it. There's 93 points to play for. I keep looking at previous years, and I see that even later in the season, Barnsley were bottom of the table and ended up getting to the playoff final and promoted. So there's examples of teams coming out the other end, coming through the adversity. I believe I've got a terrific group of players, and we're just not getting that little bit of rub of the green. But we've got to make that as well. We cannot just hope that it's going to turn in our favour. We've got to make sure that we deliver as well, and start giving everybody a bit of a lift around the football club, and none more than the fans. We understand that their frustrations, I certainly do, and I'm determined to put it right with the work of my staff and the people around us here at Carrington, at the club, and the players.
That last minute at Oldham, a good chance to win the game. You think that they're not going to get back from that? He saves it, long punt down the field, and it's totally different.
It's heartbreaking, it is, and it's you know, you look at the Southend game, there's nothing in it. You probably take a 0-0. Both teams have never been, I'll probably say we had the better chances in the first half, and then the lad puts one in from 25 yards in the top corner. Blackpool, you know, just from a set play we lose one man, so tough to take, but that's the game we're in. It can be it's a fantastic game when you're winning. It's when we've had the heartbreak we've had in the last 7 days, it's a tough place to be, but we've got to come out fighting. We've got to believe in ourselves. We've got to deliver another performance like we did against Bradford. I think that was the standard bearer. That was us putting the marker down and saying this is the real Bury, because not only was the performance there, we got the result, and in a strange sort of way, because I'd probably be saying that I would love to have been at a clean sheet, but what it showed me, the Bradford game, is the players can recover from a setback when we went 1 down early in the game, and undeservedly. So that's what we've got to be able to do now. We've got to kick on. We've got to, you know, really be on the front foot against Doncaster, and you know, start climbing the table. The good thing is for us is, even though that we've had a disappointing 7 days, the gap has never really got any bigger from those 11 points from where we'd like to be, and we've got to start now whittling that down, whichever way we do it. If we do it on a game by game basis by nicking a point here and there on that you know, the gap, that's what we've got to do, and we're more than capable of doing it. We've just got to get this run put together.